Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've done a long form video, like a long time. And I'm gonna get back into it. And this is me starting to get back into it. You see me looking that way and that way. I'm looking at the viewfinder there, I'm looking at my child sleeping here. So yeah, but I wanted to get on here. Why not just start with my birth story? It's actually really hard for me to tell because, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a bad experience because everything's fine. Everything went smoothly for the most part. But it was a good experience. Okay, so I am 5 months postpartum, and this has been a journey as well. If you want to hear like a pregnancy, like how my pregnancy went, I can do that, but I really want to tell my birth story because I feel like a lot of people ask and I just like don't like to repeat it. And this is actually therapy for me because I'm supposed to talk about my birth story for my therapy. Yeah, so we're just gonna put it on the internet. So why not? Like, this is what I'm here for, to share my life with you guys. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So it's not as I'm gonna try to be detailed, but I'm gonna try to like get straight to the point as well. Thank you for everybody who's new here. I've gotten a lot of subscribers over the past year. I know I've been like, not posting like that. I've been posting shorts, but I really want to post long form content so you guys can get to know me and my life and like my page is not going to be just makeup anymore. That's a whole nother thing, but I just want you guys to like, I just want to say thank you for the newcomers. Welcome back if you're OG, okay? But yeah, my birth story. So the reason I got induced is because I had gestational diabetes, but you get induced if you have to do insulin. So I had to be induced at 39 weeks because if I go past 40 weeks, if I would have went past 40 weeks, he would have been high risk for being stillborn. So I was considered a high risk pregnancy whenever I started insulin, which was around 36 weeks, 35 weeks, 36 weeks. I'm not sure which one, but yeah, that was an experience in itself. I can do a video about that as well and talk all about that if you guys want. But yeah, got induced because I had gestational diabetes with insulin at night, only one time at night because my fasting sugars were out of control. Like, and there's nothing I could do to control those. It was just had a high fasting sugar. So I went to be induced on, she let me choose. She actually let me go a little bit past 39 weeks, which I loved my OB/GYN so much. Like, I love it. And everybody says you have to pay before, but like, I got all the money refunded to me because my insurance covered every single bit of it because I kind of planned for this pregnancy. So yeah, in America, you do have to pay before you give birth, but I got all my money reimbursed to me and I had hospital indemnity. So yeah. So I got induced on August 5th at 11 p.m. Yes, 11 p.m. And I gave birth at Winnie Palmer Hospital. The best experience ever. Like, I loved everybody except for one person. That one person was so very lucky that I was on drugs because she was so rude to my family members. Anyways, Winnie Palmer, 100% recommend going there because I loved everybody. Like, like the nurses are just, is he awake? Oh, he's awake. Hold 1 second. So, yeah, Winnie Palmer, if you're in Orlando area around surrounding, highly recommend Winnie Palmer. I was induced with, we started miso in the cheek, a half a pill every 4 hours. I did like 5 or 6 rounds. I think it was 4 hours, six. I can't remember. You think that's funny? You think that's funny? You think that's funny? Yeah? Is that funny? This is Julian, by the way. My middle name and my husband's middle name put together. Say hey to the people, Julian. This is your YouTube debut. But I had miso in my cheek, but that wasn't working. Like, I literally was like I wasn't dilated at all. Like, I wasn't progressing. So unfortunately, they did the balloon Foley. I did not like that. I did not like that one bit, and I will never ever get it again. Well, I probably won't even. If I had the chance to get it again, I wouldn't get it again. Like, no. That thing, it didn't hurt going in, but once went in, it started my contractions, and my contractions were back to back to back. I wasn't getting no rest at all. So they gave me some fentanyl like 3 times when I was on the 5th floor. Then they moved me down to labor and delivery. And I was having contractions going all the way down to labor and delivery. Like they were like literally like 30 seconds apart. But mind you, I was not progressing. So they moved me down to labor and delivery, and I got Pitocin. And I started like dilating and stuff like that, but very slowly. And they gave me a walking epidural. You're drooling so much. He is teething. Oh, look at all that drool. Look at all that drool. Yeah. Wasn't progressing at all. He was being very stubborn. And they were like trying to get the Foley to work. They finally had got it pulled out because they thought I was at 5 centimeters, but I wasn't. I think it was 5. I think I was still at 4. But they made my water break. And I don't think they meant to make water break. Like it just broke. And I was like, I felt a pop and a gush. They're like, no, it's okay. It's probably just a little bit. I was like, no, it's a lot of fluid. So yeah, they could feel his hair. So I was like, bro, my water broke. Like, listen to me. Ew, you stink. Oh my gosh. Are you pooping? But yeah, and oh, you stink so bad. And after that, my contractions got really bad. And the walking epidural failed when they tried to make it an actual epidural because I don't know, like the nurse did step on it a little bit whenever I went because I had so many things hooked up to me. So I had, let me see if I can remember. I had Pitocin, I had the epidural, I had sugar water because I had diabetes, I had ongoing insulin, I had hydration, I had Benadryl at one point, and there was something else that I had. I can't remember. But I will like put a picture of my IV set. That's how many I had. Um, but it was bad. So then his heart rate was like between 227 and 180 and would not come back down below 160. So that's whenever they started to worry. My doctor came in and she like tried to get him to move by like scratching his head. He was not moving at all. So they're like C-section. I kind of disconnected at that point, and I was just like, do what you got to do to save my son, like, or make sure he's okay, like, whatever. So, whenever the anesthesiologist came in to give me more numbing stuff, my back, my shoulders, and my neck went out, and I was screaming because it was so painful. I have back problems, and that it was so horrible. So I had to stay like overly numbed me so that I couldn't feel that. But the thing about it is, whenever he came out, I couldn't lift my arms, so they had to like literally put my arms. Yeah, they overly numbed me, and then like, but he was here. He came out screaming, crying, everything. That's basically my birth story. It's not like it's just. I just what I like in my mind. I had a feeling that I was gonna have a C-section, but it was just like really like yeah. It was just like okay. And my poor husband, like he was like didn't know what to do, like to help me. Like I was in so much pain most of the time, and it was just yeah. But he was born 2 days later, August 7th at 6:50 p.m. 6 pounds 8 ounces. My best friend in the whole wide world. Yeah. So yeah, that's my birth story. If you want to hear like how healing was it from a C-section went, if you want to hear how healing from a C-section went, um, and I can't even think because that's too funny. If you want to know how a C-section went and like healing from it and stuff, I can make a video about that too. Anything, just request whatever videos you want down below. But if you guys would like, this is the total. I'll put it on the screen. This is the total that my birth cost in the United States. Isn't that lovely? I'm so happy I planned with good insurance. Let me know your birth stories down below. Let me know how postpartum's going. Like, let's chit chat in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and let me know what video you want to see next. Mom content, beauty content, any kind of content. Just let me know. And I'll see you in my next video.